Okay, so we're back in Unreal. Now, just in case you missed the notes that I've put on the previous video, I did go, basically, I tried the beta Houdini engine and it was causing issues, so I've just sacked that off and I've gone back to the original kind of 425 version 1 rather than version 2. So I've installed that, and that seems to give better results. So if we bring our piping Houdini digital asset in there, let's just save it all, and then I bring this in. So as I mentioned before, the fact that we enabled the curve means we can see the curve here on this version, and what that means now is we can grab the point, and I'm just holding Alt here to add a new point. And because of the procedural nature of Houdini, it knows that, okay, so we've just added a new corner, so now we know that means kind of we need to put the corner part of the pipe and then add the flanges around that and all the rest of it. So, you know, what would take, you know, you could have modular pieces for this pipe system if you were doing it normally, but this kind of Houdini version basically makes you have a very flexible asset which you can then basically tweak and make, you know, any kind of pipe system. Does seem to, okay, so there does seem to be a slight issue where once you go in one direction it'll change them to 45 degrees, but then once you put in a new direction then that's going to reset it. And you know, obviously I could just carry on with this, but you know, like I say, if you were trying to make this, then obviously you would need the different pieces and you would need to be putting them coming together and all the rest of it. So it really does make a, in fact that's got issues there, so we probably need something like that. So I think that's fixed all the things. So yeah, so you know, like I say, hopefully this is starting to show you some of the benefits and the strengths of Houdini and how it can be useful kind of in game development and how it can kind of speed things up as well. And then actually, just before we kind of finish that, if we select it here, so now even with all that, I'm kind of a little bit self-conscious now because there has been some issues, but let's try reducing that. Let's do it 0.2, I guess. Yeah, so you can see that is kind of all updating and still look great, and you know, that's with some of those adjustable parameters. So now effectively you could make an infinite amount of pipes, different thicknesses, different flange diameters, different bevels on the corners. So if we wanted like larger kind of bends to the corners, that's clearly causing some issues. Maybe let's go the other way and make them a bit tighter instead. How did I do 0.3 as my minimum? Yeah, okay. So yeah, so that, you know, allows you to have this added flexibility as well, and it's just a really kind of powerful tool. So maybe 0.6 on that. So yeah, so these are the kind of things, this is what you're going to have to do for your assignment, is make something like this of your own kind of design. And this is the kind of thing we're going to be looking at more and more throughout the module, kind of different kinds of these practical assets that you can create in Houdini and then bring into to Unreal Engine in this case, and just kind of make these versatile and practical assets. So yeah, so that, like I say, this pipe example is, I think, one of the better examples for demonstrating just why there's kind of value to Houdini within the games industry. Okay, or at least just one of the reasons. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now, and yeah, we'll get cracking on some more soon.